Hello students, today we are going to see this new chapter, data manipulation through SQL. So in this chapter we are going to see this creating a table and to add new row in the database, update and delete records in a table, query the table and write the query in CSV files. Okay, so here you can see that the database is an organized collection of data. You all know this. The uh, the term database can be both referred as data themselves or the database management system. The database management system is the software application for the interaction between user and database. So here comes the important point. User doesn't have to be human user. So the user who is accessing the database should not be a human user. So it can be either a human user or a computer user or any kind of user. Okay, so there can be other program or application as well. Okay, so even other application can access the database. So we are learning how to program Python to interact as a user to SQL database. Okay, so here in this chapter we are going to read about creating a Python program to access the database and manipulate, modify or delete a data in a database. So for that you need this SQLite. Okay, SQLite is a SQLite. Okay, so this is an API meaning application program interface. So you have to uh, application program interface. Okay, here itself you can see the meaning. Okay, so this application is interfering or communicating with the other application through this program. So that's why it is called application program interface. So this SQLite is used to communicate Python with any SQL database. Okay, so these are all the steps that you to be followed to communicate or creating a connection between this uh, Python and SQL database management system. So import first step is import SQLite 3. Okay, SQLite 3, and step 2, create a connection using connect function or connect method and pass the name of the database file. Okay, so you have to create a connection method. So in that you have to provide the database name as a input to this connect method. So set the cursor object. Okay, cursor is a class. You are creating a class object by using this connection variable. Okay, connecting to a database is a step, and step 2 means passing the name of the database to be accessed. If the database already exists, the connection will open the same, otherwise Python will open a new database with a specified name. Okay, so if your database is already existing in the data in the management system, then it will open it for you. So if it is not present, okay, if it is not present, it will create a new database. Okay, so cursor is a cursor in step 3 is a control structure used to traverse and fetch the records of the database. Okay, so this control structure, cursor is a control structure that will go on all the data in the database and if you want any data, it will take the data from the database and give it to you. Okay, so cursor has a major role in working with Python. All the commands will be executed using cursor object only. Okay, so to create a table in the database, cursor an object create an object with and write the SQL command in it. Okay, so SQL command is the variable name. Here is an example here. So in that you can give double quotes. Inside the double quotes, you can give the SQL command, and this cursor will execute it and provide you the result. So here you can see that they are creating a database. So there are three important steps here. Okay, so first of all you have to import the SQLite 3, and here they are connecting using connection variable. So SQLite 3 dot connect, here they are giving the academy.db is the name of the database. So if it is not present, it will create it. If it is present already existing database, then it will open it for you. So cursor is equal to connection dot cursor. So this database will be created. Okay, so creating a database is the this program. They are creating a new database which is known as academy.db. So here in this so this way this is the way somebody might do in a SQL command shell. Of course we want to do this directly from Python. To be capable to send data to SQL or SQLite, we need a cursor object. Usually a cursor is a SQL, and a database is a control structure to traverse over the records in the database. So here you can see that it is an important 2 mark. Okay, so what is meant by cursor in SQLite? Okay, so you have to understand this. So the cursor object is created by calling the cursor method of connection. The cursor is used to traverse the record from the result set. You can define a SQL command with a triple quotes string in Python. Okay, the reason behind the triple quotes is sometimes the value of the table might contain single or double quotes. So that's why here you can see that they have created a, a triple double quotes. Okay, so double quotes is repeated 3 times. Okay, so that this will um create a perfect SQL command. Okay, so inside that we have given the SQL command which we have seen in the previous chapters. So here they are creating a table. So last example is for creating a database, but here you can see that it is creating a new table. Okay, so here you can see a new term here, integrate integer integer prime key. Okay, integer primary key. So this column will be indicated as a integer prime key if we provide any null value to this column. Okay, so if the user uh, is providing no values in this field, then the SQLite or the management system will automatically provide you a number. Okay, which is an integer number. So that number will be the highest value in that particular column. Okay, so say for example you doesn't have any row in that table, and if you are creating a new row here with the null value in this roll number, then it will provide you an automatic number which is 1 here. Okay, so So this is a important one, integer primary key. Okay. So next is adding records is the same. Here you can see that the program is added a small codes here. SQL commands is equal to all other things are the same. Okay, so the first mm, so here you can see that they have created a table student, but here you can see that they are dropping a table. Okay, drop table the student, so that this the content of the table or the structure of the table will be removed. Okay, so so here they are creating another table with the same name, create table student with roll number and everything. Okay, so this is this SQL command is a variable that contains this uh, uh, that contains the SQL command. Okay, so up to this it ends, but in the next line here you can see that cursor dot execute. So this is the command is used to execute the above command. Okay, so cursor dot execute, inside that they are providing the variable name SQL commands. Okay, so this execution will be done, and in the next statement you can see that they are providing another one, insert. Okay, so this statement will create the table, and this table will this execute this SQL command will insert a row inside this table. After that they are committing means ensuring that all the changes which are done in the database is stored properly, and closing the connection. Okay, so this is the example program for interacting SQL commands with the Python program. Okay, next you can see that the next program they are fetching, sorry, yes, they are providing the data with this. Yes, this is a set or a tuple. Okay, so this this set is used to set this set. Actually, this student data is a set which is used to insert this data into this command by using this for loop. Okay, so here you can see that a student table is a variable. Okay, it will be acting like a variable, but it is a set. Okay, so that consists of 5 rows of column. Okay, 5 rows of data. So this for loop will get all the data uh, from the set, and it will insert it in the format string. Okay, so this is the format string, and this will store the format string into this SQL command variable, and this SQL command variable will be inserted by using this cursor dot execute. Okay, so after that they will be committing the connection and close it. Okay, so in the next topic you can see that SQL query using Python. Okay, so query means in the above examples we have seen that we are creating a table, we are inserting some table, we are inputting data into the database by using this SQLite. Okay, but in the forthcoming example we are going to fetch data from it. Okay, we are going to take data outside the database. Okay, for that we are using select command. Okay, so here you can see that they are using a different variable name, uh, CRSR. Okay, which means that uh, which is a variable that fetches. Okay, fetch all. Okay, fetch all from CR, which is the cursor, which is of course the cursor, but they have given a different name here. Okay, so so here a cursor is given as a name is CRSR. Okay, CRSR is equal to connection dot cursor. So CRSR dot execute is equal to select star from student. So answer, to collect all the data, they are creating a variable which is known as ANS. Answer is equal to CR SR dot fetch all. Okay, so this is a function that will get all the function, all the data from the table student in the academy.db. So and it will store it in this answer variable. So this answer variable will be used in for loop to get all the data and print it to the user using print function. So displaying all the data by using this fetch all function is given here. So next, note cursor dot fetch all. Fetch all method is used to fetch all the rows from the database table. The cursor dot fetch one is the method returns the next row of the queue query result set or now in case there is no row left. Okay, so it will provide this fetch one function or fetch one method will get one by row one by one. If the row is over, then it will provide none as the value. So displaying a record using fetch one, so the same process, instead of using fetch all, they will be using fetch one to get all the data using for loop. Okay. Mm, yes, fetch one means it will provide only one row of data. Okay, so if you want to provide, if you want to get all the data by using fetch one, then you will be using for loop or while loop. Okay, so here you can see that they have used a while loop while result is not null. So result is the fetch one variable. Okay, here you can see that result is equal to cursor dot fetch one. So this result is not null. So up to this condition, it will keep on executing. Okay. So this cursor, this will be the output. The next is fetch many. So this next method is displaying using fetch many. Okay, so fetch many cursor dot fetch many method that returns next number of rows. Okay, so you can get the number of rows. So if the table contains hundreds of rows. Okay, so but I want the first 10 rows of the result, then you can give this fetch many. Okay, fetch many number of rows inside that. So this will provide the first 10 numbers, the 100 result. Okay, so we'll see an example here. So here you can see that um, print fetching first three records. Okay, so result is equal to cursor dot fetch many is equal fetch many. Inside that they are giving 3 as a input to this function, so that it will get only 3 rows of the result in this program. Okay, so that is it. And the display program to display the content of tuple in uh, in new line without using loop. Okay, so here you can see that they are uh, displaying the result of SQL command select star from student by using fetch many. Okay, without using loop. Okay, so this is a very useful one. And the symbol is used to print the list of all elements in a single line with the space. To print all the elements in a new line are separated by space using space separator. SCP means separator is equal to slash n or separator is equal to comma can be used here. Okay. So next is classes. Okay, classes in SQL. So this is by these are some of the uh, commands that can be used as a attribute. Attribute means adding some uh, extra information to the SQL commands so that it will act even more better way. Okay, so the first thing is distinct. So this distinct class is helpful when there is a need of avoiding the duplicate values present in any specific column or table. Uh, when you are using distinct keyword, only the unique values are fetched. In this example, we are going to display the different grade score by students from student table. Okay, so here you can see that select distinct grade from student. Okay, so it will provide you all possible uh, all the possible grades that are obtained by the student but without the duplicate elements. Okay, so in a class more than 10 students maybe got the grade B, but it is providing only one grade B which is shown in this output. Okay, so next class is where. Where means you can give the condition. Okay, where you can see that select distinct grade where students is equal to where grade from students where gender is equal to male M. So here you can see that it is specifically this command is specifically for male students, M students. Okay, so so to provide a condition to that particular value, you can use this where command. Okay, next is group by. Okay, so this command group by can be used to group. Okay, group a particular uh, group the output by using uh, any value. Okay, so first of here you can see that it will provide you the output based on the group value. Okay, so here in this example uh, they are grouping. Okay, they are selecting gender and count gender uh, from table student and group by gender. Okay, so here you can see that it will provide you the count. So this since they are using this count as a function, so and they are grouping the output. So here you can see that female is equal to 2 candidates and male is equal to 5 candidates is the output. So this command can be used to get the number of records in the particular group. Next is order by. So this will order the output by increasing order or decreasing order based on the input that we are providing. Okay, so here you can see that mhm. Yes, it's true. Here you can see that select roll number and uh, serial number. Okay, from student, but you will be ordered by serial number. Okay, so here you can see that it is providing you the result based on the serial number. Okay, there is I think there is some printing mistake here. 1 2 3 4 is given at the bottom and 5 is given at the bottom. Okay, so the order by class can be used along with the select statement to sort the data. Okay, of the specific field in a ordered way it is used to sort the result set in ascending or descending order. In this example, name and roll number of the students are displayed in alphabet order of the name. Okay, so here you can see that this is displayed using alphabet orders of the names. Okay, so it is not displayed using the serial number, but it is displayed using uh, student name. Okay, not serial number. It is S name means student name. Okay, next is you can see that having. Okay, having is a class that is used to how much uh, the having class is used to filter data based on the group function. It is similar to where condition, but can be used only with the group function. Group function cannot be used in where class, but can be used as having class. Okay, so group function cannot be used in where class, but it can be used in having class. Okay, so here select a gender and count the gender from student. A group by gender having count gender greater than 3. Okay, so so it will show only the number of records where the record gender is greater than 3. Okay, so here you can see that female is not showing since it is having only 2 records. So it will this will be helpful for providing only the offer to particular customers who purchased more than 1,000 rupees. Okay, so this can be used in this kind of activity. Okay, so next is SQL and or not. Okay, so this kind of and or not condition can be used here. So and means both the condition must be true. So select star from student where grade is uh, grade is less than grade is A, grade is equal to A, and grade is equal to B here. So here you can see that it will be providing you the output only with eliminating the uh, grade A and grade B, so that you can see that grade C and grade D can be seen here. And next is and so this example will be clear now. So select roll number and the same average from the student where average is greater than or equal to 80 and average is less than or equal to 90. Okay, so this will provide you average in between 80 to 90. So these are all the examples. So next is queuing. Okay, querying and data column. Okay, a particular column alone to view the particular column. You can use this here they are using date of birth. Okay, birth date from this date to this date. Okay, so this will show you the student who has the database has the date of birth uh, in between the given values. Okay, so from January 1 2001 to December 1. Okay, 2001. So this person will be shown at the result. Okay, so with this we will finish the class today. We'll see this aggregating functions in the next class. Thank you, students.